Starting from a normal, safe, and peaceful life in 1899, all residents in the safe zone live in harmony here. But all that changed after an unusual storm of corrosives occurred that night. All living things died due to the kerosene disaster. Even the houses of the residents were also destroyed, buried by extreme kerosene. I was the only one who survived the disaster. Even though my whole body was numb because of the kerosene, I had to fight for this life. There was no food, no source of life. Even worse, terrible creatures appeared on the surface after this disaster occurred. Day 1. The first thing I saw was just the weather as usual. I started walking slowly towards the trading post. My first goal was to at least get some money from selling gold bars to survive. Then the weather got dark and kerosene rain came. In the bottom left corner, you will see what percentage of my body is exposed to kerosene. The higher the percentage, the longer it will burn if I come into contact with fire. I will spend my money to buy 3 coals that I will use as fuel for my train because it is still early and the equipment next to it is very good. I can't buy it. Then I rush to pick up the newspaper that fell, then go to the train to install it as a shield at the start of my journey. It seems pretty neat. I'll just start my adventure to complete this mode. On the way, when I enter a train that is not exposed to rain, the kerosene that I got earlier will also decrease. This is what makes this mode difficult. And this time there is an update in terms of attack speed for all types of melee, one of which is this shovel. I can spam it to attack, or I can charge the shovel to deal big damage. The entities also burn, and it's really annoying when I get hit by the fire. After a few meters and I don't find any houses at all, I will kill the werewolves that approach my train, which I can sell later. After that, I didn't forget to kill the remaining wolves, which were also there to be used as fuel for my train because it was almost running out. After I drove my train close to the building, I killed the zombies using the turret and tried to kill the zombies using the shovel by charging and spamming attacks. Hitting with a shovel using spam attacks is pretty good, but if I'm alone against a lot of zombies, I can get overwhelmed. I got some snake oil and some bandages to fill my health back up, and I'll also grab all the loot I can use to fuel the train. After returning to the train, I burned all the bodies and loot to fill the train's fuel. It seemed that the time was already 9 p.m., and I would stay in the middle of the train because I saw a building in front, and I didn't want to risk going out because I didn't have adequate armor or weapons yet. Day 2. Because the sun is already visible, the morning view is a bit foggy. I don't forget to head to the previous building to see if there is any good loot. I found a burning zombie inside, and I had to be careful not to get hit by its attack. If it did, I could get burned for a few seconds, and it would ruin my vision too. I will kill all the zombies inside using only my shovel. This update is really cool. After I have killed all the zombies, then I will take their bodies and take the ammo turret that I will install on the train, because this turret is very useful when I don't have any armor or weapons yet. It looks like my train's fuel is full. It's time to go. I immediately got off the train to kill the zombie in the middle of the building. You can see in the bottom left corner that my kerosene has reached 100%, and I tried to get closer to the burning zombie. My body will be covered in fire and it will consume quite a lot of blood. I have to be very careful because if I die, I won't be able to respawn. I got a glass bottle filled with blood, but I've looked for its use, but it has no effect at all. This blood liquid has to be mixed with something else. I will also take all the available items to be used as fuel, and some of the valuable ones I will sell in the next safe zone trading post. After I burned all the items that could be used as fuel, then I put the sheet metal on the right side, and I installed it slightly above the middle so that the view to the outside was still visible and I could monitor it. Because it's already night, I'll stay in the train again to prepare for the next morning to loot the houses, zombie towns there. Day 3. After morning arrived, I immediately packed up my things and then left because my fuel train was also full. I will go up to 50 speed. Then I will go to my turret. Luckily, I didn't fall, and I found a horseback. I just killed them all because on the way to 10 kilometers, the loot was really bad. Wow, this big black horse is on fire. I wonder if I get any closer, I'll get burned. Oh, looks like it won't. I'm fine. OMG. I'm so lucky in this game I can find this unicorn. This is the first time I got a unicorn in a 30-day content video. And this unicorn speed is very fast. Maybe this is a buff from this update. Since I already got the outlaw that I can sell at the trading post, I won't be fighting the zombie town this time. After taking all the outlaws, I immediately rushed back to my train and headed to the first safe zone. After arriving at the safe zone, I sold 2 items that could be sold at the trading post, and I went to the sheriff to sell the outlaw's body for money. I went to the gunsmith and didn't forget to buy a rifle that I would use to kill the zombies and buy some rifle bullets. I will use the remaining money to buy 3 snake oils. It seems like night has come. I will kill the zombies in the building right behind the safe zone. After killing the zombies, I immediately went back to the train to wait for tomorrow morning. Because it was too dark outside, I couldn't see anything and it was dangerous. Day 4. When morning came, I returned to the previous zombie building that I had killed to take the loot inside. I also didn't forget to take the zombie corpses that I used to fill my train's fuel because I still didn't have enough money to buy coal. After refueling my train, I will also use the sheet metal I got to pull on the left side of my train so that my horse doesn't get shot by the horseback or outlaw. Then I take some loot that I can sell. I will also try to sell the bottles that I get to the trading post. Wow! It turns out that the bottle that I filled with kerosene liquid can be sold. I will also sell the remaining items in my sack. Then I went to the general store to buy right shoulder armor and 1 coal just in case my train runs out of fuel in the middle of the trip. After going about 1,000 meters, I found a blue building and I immediately killed the zombies there, then looted the items inside. I found a bottle containing milk, but when I poured it on my body, nothing happened. Maybe because the kerosene was still in it. Because it's already getting dark, I'll stay in my train while waiting for tomorrow and hopefully I can find a unique building. Day 5. This morning I saw that Sterling Town was quite close, so I immediately rushed there while it was still early. I also didn't forget to ride my unicorn to get there faster, and as usual for Sterling Town, there will be one bank that we will have to crack the code for to be able to open the safe in the bank. I found another code in one of the buildings in the district. I will also put it here so that I don't forget the first and second codes are very important. After that, I will also take the torch, which is in the sheriff's building. Then I don't forget to take the jade tablet, which is in the church. After that, I opened the sturdy wooden gate using dynamite and lit it using the torch I had just taken. When I managed to open the sturdy wooden door, skeleton-like entities and zombie dynamite will appear to attack me. I got hit by a fire skeleton, but luckily I didn't have too much kerosene. I also refilled my blood using the bandages in my inventory. Wait! Why did I turn black? Maybe because I burned for too long. I will also take some codes in this cave while killing the entities that attack me. After I feel enough, I will then go to get dynamite. And it seems like it is starting to get dark again. I will use junk fuel to jump into. Because I couldn't stay still, I tried to take the item inside first, and I didn't realize that when I stepped on the strange mask, the item shifted, and that triggered a large werewolf to appear. Day 6. After morning came, I immediately opened the wooden fence using dynamite. I will also prepare myself to fight 3 werewolves who have been waiting because I took the strange mask. After successfully defeating the werewolf, I then went to the secret place, and to open it, I needed to drop the jade tablet that I had brought earlier. There are so many loots inside that are worth it. I will take them all and only take the gold bars to the train. I will also try to complete the code that I have listed. Hopefully I can open it. It seems the code is wrong. Let me try again by reversing some numbers. Finally, it opened. I immediately took all the loot inside, and didn't forget the loot I had brought from the previous cave. No. Why did my unicorn get hit by the strange mask, even though my unicorn was still alive? At least the unicorn can be sold and it doesn't run away too far or the bug disappears. I will also tidy up my items, then I will go to the next safe zone because it is already night. Day 7. When I arrived at the 20-kilometer safe zone, I immediately sold the items I had taken earlier to the trading post to get money. After selling everything, I went to the gunsmith to buy supplies for the rifle bullets I use. I also went to the general store and didn't forget to buy left armor and a miner's hat that would light up the road when it was night. I also bought some coal to fill up my train's fuel. Because I still have a lot of money, I also didn't forget to buy snake oil, which is very useful if I get hit by fire from zombies, and snake oil is useful for regenerating my blood. I went back to the general store to buy a lantern to light up the back of my train, because I couldn't see anything at night. I will put it on top like this and weld it so that the lighting is more diffuse and all the contents of the back are clearly visible. After I burned the coal that I had bought, I then became patient because the turret ammo on my train was quite low. I would go to the gunsmith again to buy turret bullets and then refill the ones that had run out with the ones that still had a lot of bullets. And because the clock is already showing 9 p.m., I will stay quietly on the train while waiting for tomorrow. Day 8. After morning arrived, I immediately set off with my train. Not even a few meters away, there was Fort Constitution on the right. After entering Fort Constitution, the zombies inside the building came out to attack me, and I just found out that bullets can now be pricing shots. I also have to keep my distance because the zombies with fire are very dangerous if they get close because they can worsen my condition. It seems to be finished. I immediately opened the safe in Fort Constitution using the key I had taken. Then I took all the bonds inside. After taking the bonds, I will replace my rifle weapon with a bolt-action rifle because this weapon has a relatively fast reload speed compared to a normal rifle. And as usual, when I have killed all the ones in the middle, there will be a group of horseback zombies using weapons to attack me, but I am already using a bolt-action rifle, so I don't need to be afraid. I will kill the horseback zombies back. After everything is finished, I will continue my journey to the 30-kilometer safe zone. On the way to 30 kilometers, I found a fairly small zombie town. I killed several zombies within range of my turret, and I killed them so that there would be fewer zombies. The turret that I use on this armored train is very useful for killing zombies from long and close range because there is no recoil at all. Since it's still nighttime, I'll wait and kill some zombies that run towards my train until morning. Day 9. When morning arrived, I found a group of outlaw horsebacks on the edge. Because I also needed money for the next zone, I killed all the horsebacks there, then took the horses that weren't burning, because the sound of the burning horses was very loud. Before I go to the zombie town that I missed earlier, I will weld the bodies of the outlaws and the captain re-scoot so that my sack is empty and I can loot in the zombie town. Then I immediately killed the zombies using my bolt rifle. I didn't expect that if it hit the head it would be one hit. This weapon is better than a regular rifle. After I killed all the zombies there, I went straight to the church to get the crucifix, and I would go to the bank, but this time it was different because I used a horse to get in. It seems like this horse bug is still usable, and maybe the developer will allow players to use this horse bug. After feeling that I had enough loot in the Zombie Town bank, I rushed back to my train and welded the silver bar and several items so that they wouldn't fall. Since I have also installed lanterns on each side, my train is not dark anymore, and installing it like this provides more light. Day 10. After arriving at the 30-kilometer safe zone, I immediately sold my belongings to buy equipment for the next journey. I also just realized that bottles containing any liquid can be sold in trading posts. After selling all my stuff, I went to the general store to complete my armor set and also bought coal to fuel my train. I also didn't forget to buy some snake oil because I had used it before, and it seemed like it would be enough for the next 40-kilometer journey. Then I also didn't forget to buy ammunition, and it seems that 296 bullets are enough for the next journey. Just a few thousand meters with my train, I found Zombie Town, and I will skip the video killing all the zombies. It will make the video longer. I prefer to put it when I looted at the bank. It seems like there are a lot of zombies waiting behind this bank. I will try to use my jade sword to kill the zombies outside. Day 11. I didn't realize I was in this bank from night till morning, and I only took some valuable loots like gold bars and bonds. After that, I also went to my train to weld some items that I got, and then I started my journey again. When I was about to get close to the 40-kilometer safe zone, I found a castle. But I would kill the horseback first because I also needed a horse to keep watch on escaping from being chased by werewolves. I dared to enter the castle, and sure enough a werewolf would appear to attack me, but I had good reflexes to kill it. I also just found out that in the castle in this mode there are burning werewolves. I thought they were just ordinary zombies. I used a lot of snake oil to fight the werewolves and vampires that were still in the middle of the building. I will also kill the zombies that spawn because it's nighttime. This piercing shot is very good in this update, making it easier for players to kill entities in a row. Day 12. After morning, I immediately tried the source that was still audible. It seemed there were still some vampires hiding on the upper floor of this castle. Then I also didn't forget to take valuable loot and bonds on the top floor, some equipment like ammo, and I also got a vampire knife which was in the chest. I also took the gold bars that were inside the castle and took them to the train to sell to the trading post, because I had used up a lot of my snake oil supplies while fighting the entities in the castle. After arriving at the 40-kilometer safe zone, I sold the items I had taken earlier. I'll buy some bullets for my rifle too, since I ran out of bullets fighting the werewolves and vampires in the previous castle. I also don't forget to buy back all the snake oil that I used when fighting the previous castle. I will also go to the general store to buy 5 stock coal to use to go to the 50-kilometer safe zone. Day 13. In the middle of the road, I found another zombie town, and I killed the zombie at the front using the turret. This turret is very useful in helping me reduce the bullet consumption of my bolt rifle. After everything was done, I tried pouring out the water in the bottle to find out whether this was useful in reducing the kerosene or not. It seems to be useful because the percentage of kerosene after I got the water decreased quite a bit. I also don't forget to take all the valuable loot like gold bars and bonds, because in this zombie town there are 3 banks, which is quite a lot if you take all the loot. Because it's getting dark, I'll stay inside the place I looted earlier, then kill the zombies that come using my jade sword. Day 14. After exterminating the huge number of zombies last night, I immediately rushed to my train and welded the gold bars that I had obtained. I headed straight to the 50-kilometer safe zone because the loot I got was more than enough for the future. I then sold the gold I brought earlier to the trading post. To buy some of my turret bullets, and then I also bought some stock for my bolt-action bullets, not forgetting I went to the doctor to buy 1 snake oil. Then returned to the train and threw away the empty turret bullets and replaced them with the turret bullets I had bought earlier. I also did not forget to go to the general store to buy coal, just in case my train's fuel was about to run out. Day 15. This morning I finally found the Tesla lab that I was looking for. It turned out to be at 52 kilometers. I immediately installed all the parts of the Tesla as usual that I would turn on later once I had attached everything. After turning on the power, I rushed out using my horse because the zombies that were spawning one by one outside the Tesla were starting to attack me. Finally finished, and I got burned because the zombies attacked me. But it was okay because the kerosene I got was quite a bit, so it didn't drain too much of my blood. I also didn't forget to take bonds after killing all the zombies, and the most important thing is the electrocutioner weapon. On the way to 60 kilometers, I found another zombie town, and I will provide a video of me taking bonds and other loot so that the video duration is not too long. Time to go to 60 kilometers. When I arrived at the safe zone, I immediately sold all the loot I had to the trading post. With the money, I would buy equipment to reach 70 kilometers, such as snake oil so that my blood would be filled instantly, my bolt rifle bullets, and some coal that I hoped would be enough to reach 70 kilometers. Since it's already nighttime, I will wait for tomorrow to start my journey towards the end of the zone. Day 27. Today I found a very large zombie town. I will use my turret first to kill the zombies at the front line. I will also try using electrocutioner on zombies. It turns out it is still very worth it because if you shoot it, the zombie will be hit by splash damage from the lightning that strikes. As usual, I will also go to the bank to get the loot inside using the horse bug that I use. After that, I loaded the electrocutioner bullets by throwing holy water at the weapon and then waited for lightning to appear. After refilling the electrocutioner bullets, I returned to my train and melded some of the loot I had gotten, then left again by train to the 70-kilometer zone. Day 28. Today I only bought some bullets and 5 coals to continue to 80 kilometers or the last zone. Not even 1,000 meters. I found a massive zombie town. I also didn't forget to eradicate all the zombies in the front line first using the turret. I just started to be able to deal with all the zombies until late at night. And even then, it's not over yet. There are still more zombies spawning. Day 29. After morning, I will kill the remaining zombies, then go to the last zone. After arriving at the last zone, I went out to kill the outlaw who was using the turret first. I also don't forget that there will be lots of outlaws who will attack me. I have to be careful and keep my distance so that I don't get shot too much. After killing all the outlaws and taking the bonds in each building, I was ready to take down the brigade to fight the upcoming Tesla boss and some outlaws too. Finally, the Tesla boss appeared. I immediately killed him using the electrocutioner, and it seemed that the Tesla boss's blood was very low, or he was dead in just a few shots. Day 30. This is the last day after defeating the Tesla boss. I will try to revive him using the strange mask. Thank you for watching this video until the end, everyone. I hope you can give a like and subscribe. See you in the next video.